What is up, everyone? James Baek here, and welcome to my third side series on the channel here. And this is the Doubles Battle Spot ladder, and with Pokebank out, I was finally able to transfer some of my old Doubles Battle Spot teams and was able to make some adjustments. So now I'm able to play Doubles Battle Spot, and I thought, why not? Because it's fun, and a lot of people liked my Doubles Battle Spot series when VGC 2016 was a thing, and it was kind of like a stale time. I thought, why not do Doubles Battle Spot? So I did. A lot of people liked it. 2015 was incredibly fun, and now I'm really excited to play Doubles Battle Spot on the channel here for Sun and Moon. So we're gonna see a team of Nihilego, the Mimikyu, Arcanine, Politoed, Porygon 2, and Togedemaru. Very interesting team. This is going to be actually super hard to beat. I'm not even kidding. This is actually super hard to beat. So I could get Rain up, but I don't think Rain is necessary. I don't even think my Mega is necessary in this battle. Tapu, Lele plus Rotom, because I could taunt the Porygon 2 to get rid of its abilities to go for Trick Room. I think Excadrill and Porygon 2 is very safe. My opponent doesn't exactly have a real answer to my own Porygon 2 other than Politoed. And I don't exactly need to play the Rain matchup in order to do well. So let's see how this is going to go. But yeah, this should be very interesting. Togedemaru, Togedemaster. That's his name. Togedemaster. Ooh, was he like the Alola form Pachirisu World Champion? So we're going to see the Porygon 2 and Politoed lead. This seems pretty ideal for me because right here I have the ability to Thunderbolt the Politoed and taunt the Porygon, but the problem is that Togedemaru is a Pokemon that can definitely switch in. So I don't know if I want to make that play. I could Hydro Pump and go for the Psychium Z, Shattered Psyche into the Porygon 2 because that might be able to pick up the knockout. However, I don't want to risk anything, so I think Taunt and Hydro Pump in the Porygon 2 is my best possible play. I don't want that Togedemaru getting a free switch, as we're going to see that switch out from the Politoed into Mimikyu. Not what I was expecting. Okay, we get a free Hydro Pump, and that's going to target down this Porygon 2. Oh, that's beautiful damage. I should have went for a Shattered Psyche. That might have actually been able to pick up the knockout. But we get the Taunt off, so he can no longer go for Trick Room. That's his objective. Try Attack, actually, and it's going to target down my Rotom. Okay. So that's kind of bad, to be honest. But I don't think it's too bad. I can go out into my Excadrill and just Thunderbolt the Mimikyu, in my opinion. Mimikyu can't really do that well against Excadrill, and I'm gonna break this Disguise ability. I guess the worst case if you set up a Swords Dance, but I do have Sash on the Excadrill, so it's not too big of a concern unless you go for the Tri Attack into Lele. So Porygon 2 is going to come in, get the download boost, which is going to be the attack rise, and we're going to see a Never Ending Nightmare. I think that would target down Lele, so that's another reason why I want to switch on to Porygon 2. Waste that Z move, potentially. It does in fact Porygon 2, nice, okay. We get the Thunderbolt off. Chip. Did we take Life Orb damage since we didn't technically use it? Alright. You take the Disguise. Yeah, we use Life Orb. That's unfortunate. And we're going to see the Tri-Attack target down my Rotom. We are able to live, which is fortunate. I guess I'll go for the Toxic into Porygon 2. And I guess I'll protect Rotom here just to stall out a turn. Because I want to see what my opponent really wants to do. Oh, that's a cool Rotom Protect animation, actually. Oh, we're going to see a Taunt. Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. Onto my own Porygon 2, so I could have got free Ice Beam off. And he's going to keep going for Tri Attack. Interesting. Taunt wears off for his side. That's not good, because he can go for Trick Room potentially. But I'll just go for Thunderbolt and Ice Beam into Porygon 2 and try to put it in range where Excadrill plus Porygon 2 can potentially knock it out. Taunt Never Ending Nightmare, so he probably has Shadow Claw. Or I guess Play Rough, which we do see. Kind of surprised we saw the Play Rough, actually, because that could have missed. Because we'll go for the Ice Beam here into the Porygon 2, try to get some chip. Not much chip, but chip is chip. And we're going to get the try attack and eat that pretty well. We ate that pretty well. So we're going to go out into our Excadrill here. This looks like a pretty tough spot though. Because you could switch on to Politoed right here. I guess I'm just going to Iron Head though, because I don't have room to make plays. And I don't think Iron Head plus Ice Beam knocks out the Porygon too, so that's very unfortunate for me. Kind of wish I went for the Ice Beam earlier instead of the Toxic. That probably would have been the better call too. Oh, we're going to see a Shadow Claw actually, and this is going to target that Excadrill. I guess I'm okay with that, because Iron Head's going to be able to pick up the knockout on Mimikyu easily. So we're back in this game. We're able to knock out the Mimikyu. And Ice Beam, come on, freeze the duck. Freeze the duck. Nope. Oh, he has his own Ice Beam though, and he's going to go for it into Excadrill. And the rain stops. But Politoed's probably coming back out, but Taunt disappears. That's actually really good. Alright, this game got a bit interesting. This game definitely got a bit interesting. But Politoed's still an issue if it has Perish Song. Because Perish Song could lose me the game. So I gotta think about how I want to handle this very carefully. Politoed should be coming out. I don't really see another Pokemon that could really come out in this stage. Yep, Politoed's gonna come out. I guess I could try knocking out the Porygon. Let me check what he has first. I guess that's what's gonna determine it. Nihilego? I mean, we can handle that, to be honest. Arcanine can't really is pretty useless. I guess I'll just Ice Beam and Earthquake, because even if we take chip damage with the Porygon too, getting chip damage on the Politoed and putting in that guaranteed Psychium Z range is important to me. So I'll gladly take the damage on the Porygon too. Scald's going to come out, target down my Excadrill. That's going to pick up the knockout, which I am fine trading. That didn't look like a very bulky Politoed. Life or Politoed? So they don't typically, there we go, that's the word. They don't typically, I can't say anything. Okay, so Tapu Lelic's kind of come out. Nihilego is going to be coming out. Ooh. Alright, so unless this is Specs, I'm pretty sure we live a Sludge Bomb. I could just trick him here. I don't see anything wrong with Trick Room, to be honest. Because I think he has to Sludge Bomb the Lele. Oh, he could be Sash too. That's another problem. Alright, I'm going to protect Trick Room. I feel like that's my best way to win anyway. Because I need to be faster than Nihilego and not take as much chip damage. Oh, but there is a chance that Politoed carries Encore, I guess. Well, it's a Life Orb variant. He just doubles up into the Lele. And we get Trick Room up. This is still pretty bad, though. Like, this Politoed is kind of unpredictable right now. Alright, I'm gonna hope he doesn't have Encore on a Life Orb set. I really hope he don't. So we're gonna get the Ice Beam off and break the Sash. If it is Sash. That did a lot of damage. Get a crit. And the freeze. Okay, he doesn't have Encore, so the freeze didn't matter because I'm going to KO it anyway. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, that did so much damage. Yeah, the freeze didn't matter. We're going to get the Shadow off. Life Orb is an interesting set. I guess since Politoed's base special attack is, what, 90 I think, so it doesn't do much damage. You increase it. His team looked a lot bulkier though. So we're going to get the Shadow Psyche. This will definitely knock out Nihilego 100%. So freeze didn't matter. But it's kind of cool that like Nihilego was frozen and then its Psyche was shattered. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool to think about, in my opinion. But I get a free Psychic Toxic off. There's not much my opponent can do. I can always stall out this Life Orb damage that he's doing with Recover. So Toxic and Psychic is to play. I don't even want to bother protecting the Lele in case he decides to Scald the Porygon too. I guess we could see Surf too. That's a bit of an issue. But as long as I hit Toxic, I think I win the game. And we do hit Toxic, so that should guarantee us the game. Because he has to take Life Orb, Recoil this turn. Yeah. Skull's going to come out, because he's forced to target down Lele. Even if he had Perish Song, he couldn't go for it in that situation. So he's forced to take Life Orb, and with the Poison, it's going to rack up, and it should be knocked out in 2 more turns after this. So he cannot win with Perish Song even, unless he has Rest. If he has Rest, I actually lose the game. So I'm going to recover here. But I don't think you carry Rest for Politoed. I really don't think you do. So I'm going to recover stall him. And I also stall out the rain turns as well. And it's not like Ice Beam is going to help. I guess if he crit burns twice, that's a problem. But yeah, Porygon 2 able to take that extremely well. And actually that Toxic might just knock him out. Rain does stop here. And yeah, Politoed goes down. Perfect. So able to win the first game. Very interesting team from my opponent, but we are able to come out on top. Actually, this team that I built was a Doubles OU team that I was filling around with, so it wasn't actually built to do 4v4s. But, you know, it's actually doing work. I want to use actually Kangaskhan, but I don't have the Kangaskhan Knight yet. I actually have to do the Battle Tree, I think. And I have to get 64 championship points. Not championship points, battle points. And that's going to take me a bit, so that is the reason why I'm doing Salamence, since I already bought the Salamence-Site. I hate doing Battle Tree. Like, I get hacked a lot. I keep losing before... And I want to unlock the red music, too. That's the depressing part. I keep losing before I face red. Well, actually, I think I have my game as blue. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to do Aether Foundation. So, the series will be the same. 3 battles. Actually, I think my original series had 2, but whatever. I'm expecting to face a lot of Mega Kangaskhan's on the series. Oh boy, what is this team? We're going to face a Ninetales. We're going to face Ninetales, Greninja, Blaziken. Ninetales, Greninja, Blaziken, Gyarados, Porygon Z, and Raichu. What is this team? What is it? Because it's actually pretty cool, but alright. Tyranitar Salamence looks like a very nice lead. Luckily, they changed Mega Evolution mechanics, because now you actually, when you Mega Evolve, you gain the exact speed, which is pretty good on Pokemon like Salamence, who gains a nice high speed tier from 100 to 120, so it's instantly 120 from the turn you Mega Evolve, as well as Pokemon like Kangaskhan from 90 to 100, Lucario from, I believe it's 90 to 112? Question mark? It's something like that. But yeah, definitely want to lead Tyranitar Salamence, because if it's like... if he leads Ninetales, I can Rock Slide Hyper Voice, pick up the knockout. And Hoonum on the back. Rotom looks pretty nice against this team. But I actually want to go P2, because I have nothing for Greninja. Greninja is such a threat. The way I beat Greninja is get Excadrill, Understanding, go for the Earthquake, and knock it out. I'm sorry, I'm quite thirsty. I've been recording a lot more videos lately and streaming a lot more, so my voice is more tired and strained. So I need more water. And also the fact that I've been doing like 2-hour walks every day still. So that's really wearing me out. We're going to see the Blaziken and the Salamence against my Tyranitar and... Okay, so Gyarados Blaziken versus Salamence Tyranitar. They usually protect Blaziken first turn. We get the Intimidate off on both his Pokemon, which is extremely nice. The question is, how good is my opponent? I'm pretty sure you protect the first turn, because they always protect the first turn. So I can always switch out my Tyranitar here, go on to Porygon 2, which is a very safe pivot. And expecting the protect, we're going to go Tailwind. Oh, he's 1692, yeah. I'm definitely Tailwinding here. I wonder which Mega Evolution he'll be. Is it Gyarados? I would assume Gyarados. Could be Blaziken. Gonna go on to Porygon 2. Download, get Physical Attack? Yeah. Gyarados actually switches out, so Ninetales might be coming in? Yeah, okay. So that's a bit of a problem. But we do get Tailwind up, which is guaranteed. Alright, Blaziken protects. Yeah. He was forced to protect there. And we get the Tailwind up. So now my Salamence will still outspeed the Blaziken after its speed boost. Alright, let's see. Yep. Hail is going to go off. And Blaziken's going to get a speed boost, which is going to be its speed. Let me check my Porygon 2 real quick because I want to check its speed stat. It's going to be 65, so there's no way it's going to outspeed the Ninetales. I'm going to go back into Tyranitar. Click Hyper Voice. Because it knocks out the Blaziken, breaks the Ninetales Sash, also makes this Ninetales. Okay. So what I should have done was actually switch out Salamence into Tyranitar. That was my second play option, but I feel like it's fine. We have Scarftar, which is going to do pretty well against my opponent's team. And also the fact he has a chance to miss Blizzard if he wants to go for Blizzard. He cannot go for Aurora Veil this turn either. So let's see, Hyper Voice going to come out. I missed this thing. I miss Hyper Voice. Doesn't do much to Ninetales at all. Blizzard. Tyranitar avoids, but not the Salamence. No. Dang it. Okay. Still not bad. Still not bad. It's still not that bad. Unfortunately, we're really weak. We're really weakened because we lost our Ments. So I guess the better play would have been to switch into Tyranitar for the Ment slot and just have went for Toxic. But that's fine. We're always threatening the Ninetales, so I'm just going to double Rock Slide, I think. I could Iron Head too. What does he have as potential switch-ins? Yeah, nothing wants to actually switch in. So I guess I'll just Rock Slide a bunch. Because I kind of want an Earthquake. Because Gyarados might protect. But I feel like this is fine because we get Rock Slides. I mean, we had the best move in the game, which is Rock Slide, on our side. And it should KO. Oh, wow. He actually saves him with both Pokemon. That's great for me because we get the Rock Slide off. That's able to KO both his Pokemon. Nice. So, Gyarados goes down as well as the Ninetales. I kind of wish I had Drill Run over Rock Slide on Excadrill. Because we failed the Rock Slide with Tyranitar, but that's fine. Who are we going to see? Who are we going to see in the back? Blaziken, Greninja, Blaziken Raichu. Greninja, okay. So this is very awkward, but I can just go for double Rock Slide, I think. I mean, when in doubt, click Rock Slide, but no, seriously. Blaziken is most likely going to protect here to get the speed boost, and double Rock Slide should knock out Greninja. And we also have the Sash on our Excadrill, so we should be fine, because I don't think Greninja carries any priority other than Water Shuriken, but that's usually on Ash's Greninja. Or, something else. Oh, that's a slow Greninja. Scarftar is able to outspeed it and get the Rock Slide off. So we're actually able to outspeed and knock out the Greninja on my opponent's side. Not expecting that because Scarftar doesn't hit outspeed base 120s and Greninja has a very high base speed. Tailwind peters out. Oh, we have Tailwind, that's why. Oh, I kind of forgot about my own Tailwind, but I guess it works. My opponent didn't exactly have a safe switch in to Rock Slide, so unfortunately that's going to cost my opponent as I'll just click Earthquake here. And even if we get the double protect, I still have the Sash on Excadrill, so I 100% win the game, no matter what. As we'll probably see an attempt for a double protect. Yeah. He gets it. Alright. We actually didn't see a Mega Pokemon on my opponent's team. If it was Mega Gyarados, I would have expected to Mega Evolve. Actually, is this Mega Blaziken? We didn't see a Life Orb. Well, we haven't seen an attack yet. But also the fact we didn't see Mega Gyarados, and I'm pretty sure you would have Mega Evolved in that situation. Get rid of your flying type, so you're not weak to rocks. But yeah, I can just Trick Room here in Earthquake, no matter what. Excadrill wins. Double kick? I don't. Actually, you do get double kick. But we're actually still faster than the Blaziken anyway, so we're actually going to get the Earthquake and knock out the Blaziken. So, good game. So we're now 2-0. Nice. Nice. I missed Doubles Battle Spot. VGC 15 was pretty fun. VGC 13 was my favorite format no matter what. And they were very enjoyable. Too bad VGC 13 didn't have a Battle Spot if I remember correctly. Battle Spot was introduced in X and Y. I think you only had like Showdown back in 13. I still remember playing VGC 13 when I was a kid. I was like on Showdown. I was like winning with this Focus Sash Terrakion Specs Latios team where you lead both of them and then you either get a powerful KO with Latios, set up a Sword Stance with Terrakion, and can potentially just win the game straight from there. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun as a kid. But nice. We are 2-0. Let's get that 3-0. Those Battle Spot is something I'm very used to. I play a lot. And it's always nice to get some refreshing formats, as we're going to fight a Japanese player with a 1530 rating. Also, with the team... Oh. Ooh. Triple Grass. We got Kangaskhan, Jumpluff, Polysode, Ludicolo, Conkeldurr, and Ferrothorn. So, he loses to Salamence. I actually don't see a Salamence counter unless you're Scarf Toad. Oh god, if you're Scarf Toad. Maybe I should think about this more. Okay. Excadrill's not helpful in the matchup at all. Tapu, Lele, Tyranitar, Rotom-Wash, and Salamence are probably going to be the 4 Pokemon that I bring. Probably because Porygon 2 gets walled by the Ferrothorn. Actually, I don't have much for the Ferrothorn. I only have like Superpower on Tyranitar and Hyper Voices. So I'm going to have to be very careful about how I play this. I could lead Tapu, Lele, Tyranitar with Salamence and Rotom in the back. I think that's pretty safe. What's nice about Psychic Terrain is Ludicolo can no longer fake out my team at all, so that's great. I love Jumpluff. If you don't know my history about Jumpluff, I used it back in 2014 when I was a senior still, and it just did so much work for me. I think I won like 2 or 3 PCs with it, and got like top 4 at another one. And PCs were actually kind of rare, like back in 2014 when they were first starting out. So it was really fun just going to like I think we went to West Babylon because that was like the only place with PCs there. But Jumpluff did work. I used like Mega Lucario with it. I used Mega Gyarados with it, and of course Mega Kangaskhan as well. I was going to use Jumpluff at Worlds, but I decided to switch to Mungus for more consistency with Spore and Sleep Powder. You know, Sleep Powder being 75% accurate and all. I did really love the fast Sleep Powder though. It was just so effective. Alright, so we're going to see Kangaskhan for Ferrothorn lead, which is great for me because I lead Salamence and Tapu Lele. We get Intimidate off right off the bat. He can't fake me out this turn. So I think this is a pretty big win for me. So right here, does he have Ice Punch? Okay, I'm going to go for the Shattered Psyche into the Kangaskhan, try to pick up the knockout, and I guess Mega Volt Protect? Or I could just Protect. I mean, there's no point of, like, saving. I'll just Protect here. We're going to see Kangaskhan withdraw, and it's going to be the Politoed on the switch. So if I get rid of this Politoed, I'm able to get rid of the weather from my opponent's team, and that would be very nice. I'll probably lose Lele here, but I am fine losing my Lele in trade of Politoed. Well, I don't know Gyro can actually knock out Lele because I'm not like speed invested on this one. Actually, my Doubles OU team I was supposed to be invested with Lele, but I only have this Lele in game. So, gonna get the Shattered Psyche off, and I'll definitely trade Politoed. Like, Kangaskhan doesn't do much to my Salamence unless it carries Ice Punch, which is kind of rare. Especially on a rain team. You have a lot more options than Ice Punch. So this is Shattered Psyche in Psychic Terrain, and it is able to pick up the knockout Politoed. So now once I get Tyranitar back in, Sand is here to stay. Gyro Ball is going to come out and target down my Lele. And yeah, Lele is able to survive with 13 HP. Perfect. What's coming back at Ludicolo? Yeah. And I guess I'll get chip damage on the Ludicolo with Psychic. Switch on to T-Tar. Yeah. I don't see like my opponent really having a comeback. Well, my opponent could. Ferrothorn's one of those Pokemon that can definitely come back in this. But I'll go into T-Tar, get the sand up. It'll probably be taking the Ice Beam. I'll probably get chip damage onto Ludicolo, and we might see a Leech Seed or Sub from the Ferrothorn. We might see it just go for a knockout to Lele, but I think the sand will take out Lele anyway, and I get my free switch to Mence. Can just click Hyper Voice or Double Edge, and then Superpower into Ferrothorn, and then, yeah, I think that's game. So let's see what my opponent can do here. He has to make a read. His best read is to target Lele with the Scald, or Giga Drain, or Ice Beam. So my opponent thinking really hard. I would think hard because it's very hard to win this game. It's definitely manageable though. Kangaskhan's one of those Pokemon that can definitely come back. And for Ferrothorn, since I don't have exactly the best ways to handle it, so get Salamence out there. Get in Tyranitar. Ludicolo reveals Protect, so it's not actually the Assault Vest set. That's good to know. Power Whip into the Salamence slot? No, it's the Lele slot. Okay, I was just about to say, if he Power Whipped into the Salamence slot, that's a really good turn from my opponent. Go out into my Salamence. Click Double Edge. And Superpower? Yeah, because Ferrothorn really can't do anything. I get a free Double Edge onto the Ludicolo slot. I guess I could Crunch the Ludicolo and Hyper Voice. I think that's also a fine play, to be honest. I kind of want to... Okay, I don't want the Recall, that's why. It's like the main reason why. So we'll Mega Evolve, Hyper Voice. And Crunch the Ludicolo. And if he wants to sack Kang, well, he should sack Ludicolo because Kang has more, is probably going to win him this game more than Ludicolo would because of the fact that Ludicolo is very slow. So we get Mence in here. If we knock out Ludicolo with the Hyper Voice, that'd be impressive, but I'm really down we do because Ludicolo has a base 100 special defense. Yeah, barely actually, so if I just protect it, that would have been great. Crunch into Ludicolo slot. Able to pick up the knockout. Leech Seed into the Salamence slot. Makes a lot of sense. Kangaskhan's going to come back out. Leftovers Pharaoh. Oh, that's going to be annoying. But he's -2 with Pharaoh, so his damage output's not there. Kangaskhan switched out immediately. So I'm guessing it doesn't have Protect. I'll go for Crunch and Double Edge, and that should be able to knock out the Kangaskhan at this range. And Ferrothorn can't knock out Tyranitar no matter what. So let's see what my opponent will do. If he has Protect and is able to crit my Tyranitar or to crit my Salamence, he or she can definitely get back into this game. But I'm pretty sure Crunch plus Double Edge does pick up the knockout. Double Edge does like, what, 70%, and Crunch does like, what, 40? I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed KO. Unless this is like super physically defensive Kang, and I kind of don't see it on a rain team. On a rain team, you want to run more of an offensive Kang for the offensive pressure. So we're going to see the Mega Evolution from Kang. Good old Kangaskhan. Double Edge coming out into the Kangaskhan. Yeah, that's about like 65, 70, and Crunch should pick up the knockout. This is T-Tar. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking about like old Salamence. Old Salamence would do like 80, yeah. Yeah, and we win. He Leech Seeds, no big deal. Actually, this could still be obnoxious, but it's like he's not going to heal enough. That's the thing, though. And he doesn't have like damage output with Gyro Ball. So unless he keeps predicting my switches, I don't think my opponent can win. Although Ferrothorn's one of those Pokemon that can really actually just win. So switch out Salamence because I don't want it to take any more recoil damage, and I'll just go for the crunch. Maybe lower the physical defense of this Ferrothorn. So Double Edge might be able to do like 80% to it. So go into Rotom. Rotom might not have been the smartest call anymore. Well, what did I have? Like Excadrill? Yeah, I think Rotom was better. Ooh, we do get the defense vault, which is fortunate. Iron Barbs. And a Leech Seed into Tyranitar slot. So my opponent was actually expecting me to switch out Tyranitar. Okay. And now what I'll do is try to keep this Ferrothorn low. Because I'm expecting him to expect my Tyranitar I want to switch out back into Salamence to get rid of this Leech Seed. Psychic Terrain disappears from the battlefield finally. And just click Thunderbolt because I do want to guarantee the hit and just crunch the Ferrothorn. I don't know if you want to Leech Seed the Rotom. That's definitely a viable play. Alright, but we're going to get a large crunch off into the Ferrothorn. Oh boy. Massive damage. Massive damage. And this Thunderbolt. Eat this. This is like, what? Going to be 20? Nice. 25 actually. Leech Seed. Oh, he actually targets the Rotom. Okay. Like, if I switched that into Mence there, I think I would have won the game. Sandstorm's going to subside, so let's recoil for when my Salamence comes back in. Okay, let me think. He's healing more with Tyranitar because he's gaining a bit more HP. Rotom healing as well. Alright, I think I just win by switching out Tyranitar, go out into Salamence because Superpower should be able to finish off the Ferrothorn with that -1 defense. And get the recoil. If he knocks out Salamence here, I do get the free switch. And I'm expecting kind of a Protect to stall out because he needs Leech Seed recovery and he's guaranteed to get it because I can't switch out both my Pokemon. So getting out Salamence, yeah, Ferrothorn's going to Protect. As Thunderbolt into that Protect. Should I risk him getting a double and go for the Double Edge? Well, I don't like him getting this Leech Seed recovery. How much is he at? He's like, okay, I want to switch out Rotom into Tyranitar. Protect. Because I really don't want him getting Leech Seed. If he knocks out Tyranitar, that's fine. He can't knock out Mence. Yeah, we're going to see the match be forfeited. I think my opponent knew. He might have been actually in Double Edge range. I don't know his spread, but could have been. But I knew that once I got Tyranitar next to Salamence, I was guaranteed no Leech Seeds from him unless you Leech Seed the Tyranitar. But if you do Leech Seed the Tyranitar, Superpower plus Double Edge does pick up the knockout at the Ferrothorn. And if you knock out my Tyranitar, he's not getting the Leech Seed recovery. So Double Edge plus a Life Orb Thunderbolt would have probably just picked up the KO on the Ferrothorn. So either way, my opponent was trapped no matter what. But I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. It shows your support, as well as leaving a comment if you have anything to say. You can check out the team in the description down below because I do have my spreads there with all my Battle Spot series. And you can check out my other series, my singles Battle Spot series. If you don't know who I am James Baek, VGC 2014, 2015, 2016 Worlds competitor, and I am aiming for 2017 as well, and I do VGC content. That's the main thing about this channel currently. So if you don't know who I am and just found this out by like me doing Doubles Battle Spot, you can check out me doing VGC as well. And you can check out my Pokemon series as well, hashtag Pokemon Evo. I would love to see Evo at the Pokemon Championship, and you guys can help by donating to a charity, which I'll link in the description down below for more details if you are interested in seeing Pokemon or Pokemon action at the Evo Championship. Otherwise, check out my social medias down below as well as other playlists, and I'll see you around in another video.